Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with George and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is George's ability to understand and respond to his on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give him when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tiny tug and release on his training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You're going to be introduced to that and taught how to use it properly during your lesson today. Now, George is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is George, heel. Now at this point, George has a job to do, and that is to pay attention to you when he's on a walk. Not dropping his head, not being a pointer, not being a hunter. You're leading the walk, not him, and his shoulders should stay even with your left leg. So if you turn, he should turn. He should be paying attention. And sometimes throwing those turns in helps him realize that you're up there on the other end of the leash. When Rich stops his feet, George has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. That is the sit stay. It's a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, we do not use his name. You can practice this indoors as well as outdoors. Start out at 30 seconds and work slowly up over the next couple of months to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him and ends up back where they started at heel position. And they take off heeling again. Doing a great job. Nice sit, another stay, and this time instead of Rich returning to him, he's going to call him, and this is the recall. It's George, come. And if you notice, you probably couldn't even hear Rich because he doesn't get all excited when he calls him, or else George comes barreling in and knocks you over. He comes, but he has nice focus on Rich. He's paying attention.
No, sit.
Now, if he doesn't sit, he knows to sit.
Stay.
You tell him no, sit, and you give that little tug that we were talking about. And whenever George gets distracted, you notice that Rich will take a step in and get him back focused on him. He's easily still distracted. He's a puppy, he's intact, and he definitely needs to be fixed, but I know you're going to do that. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with him seated at your left, you use the flat of your left hand straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay eventually should be able to work up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to him again, he walks all the way around him as an additional distraction, ending up back where they started.
George,
And we've worked on a lot of other things with him. He's crate trained now, so you can crate him. He hears a bird.
all the way. Down. Stay.
Not a good thing to do obedience with a bird dog when there's a bird that's singing in my ear. He's paying attention to the bird, but he's not breaking his stay, which is great. Rich calls him in, has him sit. He gives him a little reward for a good job. And the last command that they're going to demonstrate for you is you're down from a distance.
Stay.
We're just going to leave him in a sit, stay, and turn to face him. The only time that we use our right hand to give the command. So down, there's a down from a heel position and a down from a distance. So we have demonstrated for you some of George's new skills on video so you can practice at home with him. He has been a little challenging, as most sporting dogs are, but he's done a great job. We think you'll be pleased, and we're very proud of him. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.